Hey guys, and welcome back in. Today we're going to be spawning in on the Temple of Purgation, and I am in a 4-man pre-made just before anyone in the audience actually wants to know. This also being said, I'm not the obsession. I spawned in the middle of the map. I look to my left and I can see another generator a little bit further down too. We're versing a spirit. I'm going to have to be able to rotate and take pressure away straight away, even though nothing's been started. I'm at a bad jungle gym to try and loop the spirit out. I'm going to have to This is very bad. Alright, she tried a little phase, but I managed to make decent distance. Gonna wait for her to activate it again. Like that. Run. Alright, we heard her. She played that really well. She phased forever as well. Sidestep at the last second. Alright, try and take distance between the two of us again, so she thinks I looped that jungle gym. She sees me as well. It depends on how much movement speed add-on she has and how much recovery. I'm not crying, which is good. But what do we know about this killer? The second she stopped seeing scratches, she let go of her phase, which is the correct player's spirit. You don't want to over phase. Now, what else do we know about her spirit? She takes 2.5 seconds to activate her ability with no add-ons, being the hair brooch, etc. She also takes 176% movement speed while phasing with no add-ons, and she can also phase for approximately... It's probably Horn of Ground. I'm not going to break that because that could turn around and hurt my team. Knowing that nobody else is injured, and she does have Ruin, but that there could be catastrophic for my team's failure or success. I can see I've got a Halo behind me too. I'm not going to get that either. I'm going to be playing more tactical and trying to lose chase this game, as opposed to trying to loot the killer. So back to the activation time. 2.5 seconds activation time, 176% movement speed, and about 3.5-4 seconds of being able to activate her ability with about a 12-second downtime. These are the basic statistics of the spirit. So if you see her do a long phase, you know she's not going to be able to do it again for about another 12 seconds, right? You can play around that if she tries to make mind game baits for you. Just pretend you're counting up Bloodlust, and you can use that to your advantage. Now, I knew when she phased over and hit me, she used a lot of phase. So I left my scratch marks running to a jungle gym, waited on the corner to see if she'd sidestep. She sidestepped, and then I sidestepped as well. She wasn't going to make a play until she had her phase back. She couldn't chase me even though she saw me in the distance. Why? Because she used all of her phase to get that first initial hit on me. So I used that against her. Now, I am not crying in pain with the perk called Iron Will, therefore the spirit does not have Strider. Strider is one of the best in-slot perks on a spirit, especially if you're choosing to use double movement speed. I hope he does not break that totem. Don't break it, buddy. Don't break it. Alright, we'll take the heal from him. I'm going to go apply pressure elsewhere. I'm really hoping my teammate doesn't run over and break that totem, because if it is Horn of Ground, it could really hurt the team. Keeping in mind there are 3 gens left. The killer has currently done no hooks. Like I said earlier, when it comes down to it, I don't want to loop this one. I want to lose her. I wouldn't break that, my friend. I think that's pretty bad for the team. But as the good old saying goes, if it glows, it goes. Alright, so I don't really want to pick this up, but I might as well get some kind of blood points. I shouldn't have pointed it out. Alright, now will it be Horn of Ground or will it be Ruin? It was Ruin, so I had no reason not to break that. That being said, that could have been a really catastrophic risk. Does Ruin really matter if I'm always working on a generator? The answer behind that is no, it doesn't. If I'm applying... That was lag, I'm not that bad. Alright, if I'm applying pressure towards a generator and I don't let go, Ruin has no consequences for it. When I let go, the generator will regress 100% quicker at tier 3 as Ruin. Therefore, it'll regress at 0.6% per second, as opposed to 0.3. Heard a long phase and I saw an injured teammate to my left. We're going to go right back onto the generator. Keeping in mind, underneath, we also have another objective that we need to work on. There's probably one past the shack as well. The good news is that she's hurt one player, and she did a phase then. It was a semi-decent phase. It wasn't the entire 4.5 or 3.5 seconds, so it was a decent amount of time. However, we've got people that are unaccounted for that are most likely applying pressure towards an objective, much like I am myself. The killer really needs to value chase. Now, when I talk about valuing chase, generally if you can't hit a survivor or get a pallet in 15 seconds, you've pretty much made a mistake. Now, this rule can be bended a little bit, only based on the killer you're currently playing. If you're playing somebody like Freddy, you should be able to catch a pallet in much quicker than 15 seconds. If you're playing somebody like a Plague, you might need a little longer than 15 seconds. Remember, at the 15-second mark, you will have Bloodlust. Therefore, that gives you the indicator of how long you've currently been chasing. And a generator like this will take 80 seconds to do myself. Another thing to note about a generator is a generator has pistons, which are the thing at the top of a generator. Each piston approximately represents 22% of what is completed on the generator. Because she committed to one chase this game, let's be honest. I lost her, and I managed to make distance between her, and then I lost her again. She committed to one chase that wasn't me there, and she lost all of her objectives. You cannot overcommit to these kind of situations as a killer, especially if you're going to be playing a killer that moves at 110% movement speed. Now, she does move a little faster. There you go. Needed to make sure I heard her running. When the spirit's phasing, she makes a lot of noise when she stomps. Alright, he's been forced off the door, and I guess he went to the left, and there's going to be no Ed. So just like that, she gets no catches the entire game, and because of No One Escapes Death, one of the strongest perks in Dead by Daylight, if not the strongest killer perk in Dead by Daylight, she can now have access to instant down multiple survivors with no repercussions. This being said, I'm going to go under the assumption she has Ruin, she has No Ed, she has Barbecue and Chili, and, well, I'm going to assume Pop, even though she never caught anyone. But we're not sure. Both doors are pipped, ready to go. I'm just checking for a totem now. It is a pretty big map, and I know totems can spawn underneath, and generally people check underneath at the end. No point in me waiting for Dead Heart. She's going to one-hit down me. I have a good feeling she's either going to be playing close towards the hook, or she's going to be looking to try and proxy both her totem and the hook. Hence, she chose that hook in particular. Alright, let's have a bit of a look here. It can be behind these walls. You can see I have access to the chest, which has already been searched. Not going to pass up on an event item. Making sure we're not missing our No It. It cannot spawn in that room, because that room is not open until that generator is completed. No totem can spawn in an area you cannot make it to. And there goes his No It. Teammate has already been saved. Doors are all prepped. I get an item. Everybody walks away with a smile. We're going to go out here. We're going to see if we can take a hit. Keeping in mind, here's the obsession. The killer has not hit him yet. He's going to be able to make it all the way to the end. I've got the hatch here. Not going to need it. Going to try and squeeze a couple more blood points out of this, might be a bit risky. It might get grabbed here. I'm not going to do it. I got an event item. It's better off to just... There you go. Alright, cool. So she went for a little cheeky phase hit. And she might try another one now. Nope, we're out. Cool. So that's another little thing you can do with a killer, is when they go to lunge, just walk into them and then walk out. Because if they miss, then they got to hit again, and it takes even more time, so you can cover more distance. Obviously, don't try it more than once. Depends on the situation. But that's going to be an informative, educational Rank 1 game against the Spirit. As you can see, split pressure is important, as long as the same time as a killer, overcommitting to a chase can result in your demise. Anyways, guys, GG's well played. If you're watching this one over at YouTube, make sure you hit that follow button or that subscribe button. I do informative, educational Dead by Daylight content over here at Twitch, and I do it 5 days a week. If you guys want to pop into the live streams and help me teach the new people, or if you think know everything about the game, you can also help me teach the new people. Anyways, guys, GG's well played, and I'll see you on the fog.